Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another Bayview review. Today we're going to be talking about Vork and the Beast. But before I get into my review, I wanted to take the time to thank Bayview for sending the screener to review for you guys. They have an awesome company, they have a massive catalog, and I'm pretty sure they have something to fit every taste. I'm going to put the link to their Facebook page, their YouTube channel, and their official website in the description box below. And don't forget, Bayview Films is now on Roku. Just type in Bayview Films. Okay, Vork and the Beast is a 2020 film, which runs, well, according to the IMDb, it runs 80 minutes, but it doesn't. It runs approximately 96 minutes. And it's written and directed by Fabrizio LaMonica. And the only thing I could find on him, and I am not good at speaking or pronouncing Italian, so you're going to have to bear with me, is Dio non ti udia. Now this stars Fernando Gattuccio. He was in some shorts and some TV, none of which I can pronounce. And Serena Cupo, she's done some TV, and she looked very familiar. Now, as I said before, this is an Italian film, and the budget was 10,000 euros. This is a wild movie. When I first started watching it, I wasn't really sure if it was going to be horror related. I figured since it's Vork and the Beast, it would be horror related. But yes, it does have a lot of horror elements to it. It also has a lot of action elements, drama elements. It's kind of the full package. And it really surprised me for as little budget as they had, what they were able to accomplish. Now, this is a little bit hard to explain, and I think I'm going to explain the different stories and not how they intertwine. So this almost seems like an anthology when I first started watching it. There are 3 separate stories in this film, which eventually intertwine and become one story. And I've always liked movies like that. A good example of that is Crash, not the not the one by David Cronenberg, but the one that won the Academy Award. You see all these different stories, and while you're enjoying them, you're kind of wondering how they all blend into one. So I'm just going to give you some bits of the stories. The first story is there's a castle, and this is kind of the main story. There's a castle, and the Lord, he's not called a king, he's called a Lord. Him and his people are starving because there is a beast in the woods, and it is preventing them from getting medical supplies. It's preventing them from getting rations, weapons, pretty much everything. Now, this Lord has a wife and a daughter, and the daughter is very sick. So this takes on extra meaning with the medical supplies. The first story is about the Lord. He goes out with one of the boys that's in his village, and they want to find the special plant in order to make a cure for the daughter. I'm going to leave that story there. Then we have a second story, and none of these seem to be related until you watch the movie further. The second story is kind of an odd one, and I still don't completely understand how it fits in with the entire story, but it does. You have 2 brothers who are in love with the same woman, and the brother who was more, the older one who was more, he had more notoriety to his name. He is the one that got to marry the woman. As they're standing by her graveside after she passes away, the other brother that also loved her informed the husband that he indeed cut out her heart and put it in a separate box next to her body, because the one brother was able to have her in life. Now he's going to be able to have her in death. Kind of a grim story, but it's interesting. That's where the most of the drama comes in. And then you have a third story about Vork. Vork is the most brave of all the knights, not only in the Lord's kingdom, but in the kingdom everywhere. He's kind of renowned, and it's kind of known that if Vork can't kill the beast, then they're all in trouble, and the beast is just not going to be killed. So you have Vork looking for the beast and basically having several battles with the beast. Some he wins, some he loses, and it's bloody and it's pretty awesome. Now, they throw you a curveball, and I'm going to tell you what's in the woods. It's not only a beast. Now, the beast, of course, that fights Vork looks like a werewolf. And let's keep in mind that they had 10,000 euros. So it's not the best costume in the world, although I thought that they did a really good job with what they had. So there's a werewolf, and that's what the beast is. But as I said before, they do throw you a curveball, and there is another. How do I even put it? There's like a witch slash shapeshifter in the forest as well, and they all the stories blend in to one towards the end of the film, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it now, because when I was watching the film, I was watching each individual story and kind of enjoying it, but kind of wondering when the other shoe was going to fall, when they started to blend together. And I thought that it was written very clever. They did a really good job with the writing with this. Being a witch, a shapeshifter, and a werewolf, it definitely has horror elements to it. Um, and I had a really, really good time with this film. I'm telling you, Italian films nowadays, I've said it before, they continue to impress me. Even with a little bit of budget, Bayview put out another movie called Nuns a while back that I reviewed, and that movie just blew me away. So the Italians are doing great things with film. So, yeah. Another special thank you to Bayview, and if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.